Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Tuesday, February 17th, and it's sunny outside. It really looks nice out. It's warm here. Anyways, for those of you that are new here or recently found my channel, I'm Gwen. I am an older mature woman with transgender experience making content documenting my daily boring life. So how is everyone? How has your week been? How was your weekend? For those of you in the US, possibly around the world, how was your Valentine's Day? I hope it was wonderful and I hope you did something nice. As I said, it's sunny out. Oh my gosh, it's really nice. It's 46 degrees Fahrenheit, about 9°C here today, which is really nice. Yesterday was even better. It was 53 degrees Fahrenheit, 11.7 C, it was gorgeous. It felt so good. Oh my gosh, it was wonderful. I'm so happy. It's supposed to be like this, I think, through Saturday, and then it's going to be more normal temperatures for around here. I think Saturday and Sunday the temperature is just going to be about freezing, so which is about typical for around here for this time of year. The next couple of days, I think, is actually starting tomorrow. We're supposed to get rain, and just a little bit to the north of us. Yeah, about 40 miles to the north of us, they're actually supposed to get freezing rain and possibility of snow. But we're going to be getting the rain, which would be really awesome. It's going to help the aquifers, for like my well and our cistern and all that other stuff. So that'd be kind of nice. Let's see. So yeah, it's supposed to rain Wednesday and I think Friday, and then of course it's supposed to start turning colder. But here we are. We're already past the middle of February, and another month it'll be spring. Yay! Anyways, not too much going on. Saturday, my daughter and I went and got our hair cut, and afterwards we did a little shopping, and I was good. I didn't spend much. I spent like $35, but most of that was actually on food. Some items I had forgotten to pick up when I went grocery shopping. So we did that. Little mini shopping trip out and about, so it was nice. Got to spend some time with my daughter. Then Sunday, my daughter and myself and my son and a co-worker of my daughter and a friend of my son's, we all went to see, this is kind of corny, we all went to see Muppet Treasure Island on the big screen. There is an independent movie theater in the city, and we had gone there back in December around Christmas time to see Muppet Christmas Carol, and which is, like I said, it's corny, but it's a annual staple in our house, and over the years so is Muppet Treasure Island. So this was the first time we got to see it on the big screen. I was actually surprised, not so much for the movie, it was sold out. 276 seats. It's sold out. I was really amazed. I didn't think they were going to do that. So we had a wonderful time. A lot of fun. My daughter and I picked up some things that we saw on the big screen movie that we never noticed before watching it on a television. So it was, it was really kind of interesting, and again, it was a lot of fun. Uh, Yesterday was, usual work, laundry, and let's see, tomorrow I have electrolysis. Thursday, I have to be in at the university. Friday is grocery shopping, and I need to get the car inspected. The state requires car inspections every year, so I have to get the car inspected. I have an appointment for that. Saturday, I don't know yet. I may go see the girls for coffee. I'm not sure. There's a lot of things are up in the air, especially with the weather being somewhat nice, because behind us, this way, about 500 feet, is my former sister-in-law's house. She passed away 4 years ago, and her husband was in the house, and he recently sold it. He hasn't closed on it yet, but he sold it, and he's moved. He moved to the city, and he left a lot of things behind in the garage. And the garage is not attached to the house, so the garage is unlocked. The house is locked. So, anyways, he left a number of things in the garage, and he was down last week, and I talked to him, and he goes, "If there's anything in the garage that you want, take it." He goes, "Otherwise, I'm going to leave it for the buyer." And I kind of looked through it real quick. There's a number of items. There's some very long ladders over there that belonged to my father-in-law, so I was going to grab those. Excuse me, take them to my mother-in-law's. There's some tools, both hand tools and power tools, gardening tools that were my sister-in-law's that he just doesn't want, so I may grab those. Golly, I'm trying to think of what else is over there. Oh, there's a lawnmower that I just recently found out had been serviced. It's a hand push mower. Not that I need one, but it was recently serviced about 2 or 3 years ago, and it hasn't been used since. That's sitting over there. I think my in-laws paid to have it fixed, so if they want it back, they can have it back. I don't think I will be needing it. I don't know. I could check it out, mostly because the deck on my hand mower is starting to rot out, so that could be a nice replacement. I'll have to check it out, check and see. But anyways, so I may do that over the weekend. I don't know, like I said, or I just may say, you know what, I'm going to go see the girls for coffee. So I may, it's up. Things are up in the air. Nothing really planned for Sunday, and poof, we're back into the start of the new week. Yeah. Trying to think of what else is really going on. There's a lot of course, the Olympics. Been watching a lot of the Olympics. I'm not particularly rooting for any specific team. I just like watching the different sports. I like watching. I watched quite a bit of the downhill skiing, freestyle, snowboarding. What else? Speed skating, ice hockey, luge, bobsled. The bobsleds are starting to run now. Skeleton. So I watched, quite a bit of it. Certain things like curling and ice dancing, and like the cross country pursuit. I didn't really watch too much, which is surprising because I used to cross country ski quite a bit. But yeah, that just doesn't really interest me that much. So, but anyways, I've been watching a lot of that. That's going to come to an end on Sunday. So I'll probably watch the closing ceremonies. I could get into talking about politics, but no, I'd rather not. I did have a discussion with a friend of mine. I've known her for 50 years. She is in the process of getting her passport for the first time in her life, which I says this is a good thing. It's nice to have it for various reasons. And she's like, well, yeah. And she goes, I'm going to get it in anticipation. There is a piece of legislation in the U.S. Congress right now that's trying to get passed that would put voting requirements on voters. And one of those requirements is you have to have a birth certificate or a passport to register to vote. Unfortunately for married women that use their married last name, that could be a problem because especially if you have your married name on your passport, it's not going to be the same as your birth certificate. And if this legislation passes, they have the right to restrict you from voting. The name on the birth certificate has to match the name on the passport. Otherwise, they will not let you vote. So to me, this is a way of disenfranchising a vast amount of voters, and also too for people that can't afford a passport. Last I saw, to get a U.S. passport, it's $160. A lot of people do not have that money. So hopefully this legislation won't pass. But anyways, this friend of mine, she messaged me and we were kind of talking about it. So it's it's like fresh on my mind. So it's kind of the reason why I brought it up. So yeah, other than that, not too much else going on. Just kind of enjoying the nice weather while we have it. So I think that's pretty much about it for now. And I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of your week. I hope you have a wonderful, fantastic weekend. As always, like, share, subscribe. Any questions, comments, topics you'd like me to talk about, even something you want to privately message me, please, in the comment section below. I answer all comments, or at least try to. Sometimes I miss some, but I at least try to. So with that, I hope everyone has a great week. And as always, I make these videos every week to keep in contact with my extended family. And every one of you that watches, you are part of my extended family. Even though I may never ever meet you, I still consider you family. And I deeply care about each and every one of you. So with that, I am going to sign off. And I will see everyone right here next Tuesday. Bye, everyone.